From an evolutionary point of view, compassion is said to have evolved for the sake of preservation of the species. So this psychological characteristic is said to be innate. It may be surprising at first to find that kindness is often not something that we actively do. It is what we don't do, the lack of blaming, labeling, or any attempt to correct ourselves and others. When we go beyond these habitual patterns of judgment and accept what is in front of us, that is the quality which we usually label as being kind. It is also known as practicing loving kindness. So essentially, instead of overcomplicating and trying to practice kindness in 100 different ways, the simplest and most obvious thing we can do instead is to learn how to be less judgmental. Being non-judgmental can be practiced through meditation, mindfulness, and active listening, which we will go into more detail in the other modules. Here are some practical tips on how to practice kindness for others. Increase your acts of kindness to others. Help people do the things that they cannot or might struggle to do for themselves. Listen with empathy. Try to understand the other person's perspective and communicate this attempt at understanding. Spend time during your day, perhaps during any mindfulness practice or when traveling or working, silently wishing other people well, wishing them happiness and freedom from suffering. Cultivate feelings of compassion for things which are easy. For example, people you love, close friends, relatives, or loved pets. Then extend this circle of compassion towards mere acquaintances and strangers, and then perhaps to people you actively dislike. Try to shift from a self-focus to a systems focus. Recognize yourself as part of a much larger, connected biological system in which cooperation commonly results in better outcomes. Being kind to others contributes to our own well-being as well as theirs. Kindness can increase life satisfaction, positive mood, and peer acceptance. It can stimulate the release of serotonin and oxytocin, which can increase trust, reduce fear and anxiety, and help us even read each other's minds. For the elderly, pro-social behavior can also promote longevity. For teenagers, it can boost self-esteem, and all in all, kindness will make us all happy. Important to remember here is that kindness cannot be faked. If genuine feelings of care and empathy are not involved, then there may be no benefits to yourself or to others. We also need to find a healthy balance between looking after our own needs and other people's needs. If we only ever practice kindness outwards, we may end up experiencing compassion fatigue. Our emotional resources will be depleted, resulting in us disengaging or distancing ourselves emotionally from others. So this then brings us on to Module 2, being kind to yourself.